toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Here's a heat. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gives it on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Memphis needs to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown! against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Pulls it in, it's Lacy. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Corner's going to give them room. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the ground with the counter. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Bringing the heat. Quarterback adapted. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. It's Lacy. There he goes. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. 3rd down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Finds a man on the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on 3rd down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were 1st and 2nd down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
And the Rebels come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Under fire. Takes a hit as he releases it, just spiked it right into the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. Oh, out of space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Simmons. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Harding. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like that?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it to the back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Lining up to convert third down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Catch in the middle. It's Harding. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And that play looked great when they drew it up in the playbook. Did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue. No Oscars being handed out on that.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Trying to bull his way in. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Memphis. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Simmons. Got a man, it's Lacey. Bust through behind his pad. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Off play action on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Gray. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Bullock. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Memphis. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Bringing it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. Finds some room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
To the air, it's Bullock. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Past the 50, the 40, at the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the ground with the back. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a gap. It's Gray. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Bullock. He fires to the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Caught behind the line. It's Eldridge. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll start this drive firing. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Bullock. Pocket breaking down. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football. Because
touchdown, Tiger! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
That's caught. It's Henry. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
this sophomore, stopping him short of the first down line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gives it on the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air, it's Bullock. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The toss to the right. Slithers into space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to UTEP. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Makes the grab, it's Alexander. Turning, continues to fight for yards. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bradley.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. And a
kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. At the 20, he's got space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
And they'll try to tack on 2. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Number 44, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Got it in the middle, it's Henry. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. With the catch, it's Givens. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Grab near the sticks. It's Harding. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll move the wide receiver. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll send the back in motion. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harding. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Fires to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Lacy. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The play didn't get enough yardage, but thanks to the penalty, they will have a fresh set of downs here. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Grant. Hauls it in. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. Grabs it at the 25 in stride.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Got his man quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
3:25.
The give on the option. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Scoreboard operator better stay loose. Plenty of time to go here as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Working that left side now. Finds a crease at the 20. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Gets it out fast. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. 1st down and an eternity after a mountain of penalties. The snap sets up to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the outside. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll line up to go for 2.
Let's go.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Deflected near the end zone.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe.
There he goes! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Running to Green. And they pick up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Henry. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Bullock. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try to get outside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps he's going to throw deep right side. Snags it at the 30 and still running. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Right on the money. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And wings it incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. Using the quick game. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense. And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense.
Touchdown, Tiger. Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers.
Going for it all. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Dropping back, it's Bullock. Got his man. On the move at the 30. Wide open spaces. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Memphis heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get...
Touchdown, Memphis! And the punishment has been extended. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
And I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running to the left. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Floating away. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere, it's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres.